spend a little bit of time with me, and just looking through the consequences, what makes me really sad, and and I don't think anybody likes to be sad, and so what I do is just like spend a little time by myself, and that's how I just get over with it.
I would estimate that the leading cause of sadness in the world would be loneliness. I mean, death comes to mind, but I think actually feelings of grief over death, they're short-lived. I would argue that loneliness is probably the leading cause of sadness.
I'm happy. Why I'm sad? I'm happy.
Men want women. People want men, and everyone wants to have a respectable job. The three basics as far as shelter, food, and companionship. And if you don't have these things, that would lead to depression.
You can't really overcome sadness because if you try to, you only feel it later. So the best way to deal with it is to cope with it. That's what I think.
Gala, and you feel happy. Even if you jump around like kids do sometimes. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. That's like just, but to feel happy and say, thank you, I'm feeling happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And you have gayness in your heart, and that's what it is.
I don't know. I can't pinpoint anything. You can do a lot of things. And you can get sad by having a lot of things into you.
I'm not really a sad person, you know what I'm saying? I take life like I take it day by day, so I don't try myself not to get myself sad, because once I get sad, I get violent, so I make sure I don't get sad.
They wanted to give him antidepressants. And I said, I don't think that, someone that is depressed from circumstances needs the medicine that changes the chemical imbalance of the brain. There is depression caused from a chemical imbalance, and there is depression due to circumstances.
I haven't overcome yet. I haven't overcome. That's the last one. Sad, lack of capital, lack of dealing with a lot of racism in this country, in this city. So I had to deal with that.
I've had a very, well, I shouldn't say, I've had a pretty interesting life. Maybe that's it, but I really do ascribe good nature or a positive outlook on life to inheriting good genes from my forebears. Very unfashionable. I know one is supposed to think life is awful, but I just don't listen. Every planet needs a token optimist. I've even done something about it and put out several issues of something called New York Good News, which has nothing but genuine good news in it. Again, how unfashionable can one get?
I'm 60 years old. A year ago, I was been depressed for 2 years. I went to England. I started painting. I went to England, and I held my grandchild in my hands, and I felt the spark of faith pass from him to me, that I could recover. And I recovered. This year I've had 2 art shows, 2 solo art shows, painted a wonderful mural, and I've been more productive this year than I've ever known any year in my life. I've learned more. I fear senility more than death. I've made part of my brain make myself learn new stuff as my brain is generating new neuron pathways, and I recommend that to anybody.
I just try to not to think about those things.
Why do I look sad to you?
No, you don't. It was hard to tell.
Well, when I'm exercising, I never have any experiences of sadness. That's why you exercise, to relieve stress and depression. That's why I'm up here. I'm feeling pretty good today. Holiday spirit.
Oh, I think when they just can't find that perfect gift that they want, they get very unhappy.
For suffering. And there's a purpose for that, and there's a purpose to be sad. And it's a spiritual awakening. That's why I do not believe in euthanasia. You know, people attain something at the end of their lives through physical suffering. And people attain something in their life through spiritual suffering, physical suffering, mental suffering. There's something to be gained from that. And what it is, and I know this from my own suffering and my own sadness is, it's that it makes you aware there's a God.
That's too long and deep to answer. Not the right person. You need someone who doesn't really think about that question.
Basically, try not to stay with the same person that's making you bored. And that's basically the remedy for sadness. Okay?
He had kidney failure and had to be in the hospital for 14 days. So we've had a little bit of it. Like I say, right now it's a happy time. And everything seems, I guess maybe it's easy to forget the sad parts. And I've had a lot of support. I've had my sister-in-law and my sister with me, so they're kind of the ones that you cling to, you know, family. So.
I have energy practices that I do. I meditate. I do Reiki. That's what I do. I go on. You have to go on.
Life, and I just deal with it.
So you better watch out
You better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been, bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not. I'm telling you why Santa Claus is coming to town. All right.